now my tailgate is not a big air dam when I'm driving down the highway. With these diesel prices, I needed something fast so the air goes off. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my world. So I've ordered something for my truck that I've kind of really needed for the past couple of weeks, being that I've been putting my tools in the back of my truck. Security is a major concern that I have, especially when you're going to Home Depots and Lowe's and you're gonna be in there for a while and people could just reach into the back of your truck and just take things out and you wouldn't even notice because you're inside the store. So I actually ordered a tonneau cover and I'm really happy it came early just in case I got to do some work this week. So it's a cold Sunday, you know, it just snowed yesterday. I'm not even worried about that. The power was off. Then my sink just so happened to look under my sink because my faucet was running slow and seeing that I had a drip. So I had to fix the drip. And because the power went out, now my HVAC system is acting up. So I got to fix that as well. So it's just been a crazy Sunday. Everything seems to want to go bad today. So this is a good thing that my tonneau cover came in. And I also have another item that I had purchased alongside the tonneau cover that makes my tailgate more secure too, because this particular tonneau cover that I have does not come with a lock. It locks via your tailgate. So, I mean, it is what it is. I really don't mind that, but it's a hard tonneau cover. So let's go check it out. So everybody knows when FedEx delivers, prepare to have your box damaged in all sorts of types of ways. This box was literally open when they brought it, just like this. He set it on the porch just like this. Thank you, FedEx. So this particular tonneau cover touts itself as being able to be put together extremely easy. I think with a 7/16 socket, and that's all you really need. So it's a canister style and basically has a hard cover that rolls back into this canister. These are the rails right here that hook to the side of the truck that the canister, the top slides in. So they're aluminum slats and that makes it real secure, but they don't lock themselves. Like the top doesn't have a lock itself. Your tailgate is basically the lock. So in conjunction with the secure tonneau cover, I got this pop-a-lock tailgate security, which basically allows me to wire in a way to lock my tailgate with my key. So when the truck locks, the tailgate will lock too, and when the truck unlocks, this allows the tailgate to unlock like the rest of the doors. It basically acts like a fifth door. So let's go ahead and install these things. I hope it looks good. Gasket. Got some hardware. Let's see what we got here. At least it's in a, I put some wood in here. Okay, that's the main cover. I've seen that on another YouTube channel. That's the main cover for the top. So we shall lubricate the sweep seals. Okay, got it. Okay, take it over to the truck. All right, from the looks of the instructions, those two little holes I probably won't be able to use because I got a liner in my truck that I don't want to drill through. It's a plastic liner on the sides and a rubber mat on the bottom because when I got my truck, the body of the bed was really beat up, so I just got a liner. So I probably won't use these holes, and I'm not too concerned with water getting into the liner itself or being on the rubber mat, because it really doesn't matter. It's a really durable rubber mat. So it looks like I start with the canister, align that first, then do the rails. After the rails, you got some hardware to make the rails stick, and then some kickstands is what they're calling them to adjust it or whatever. They got it angled. It says angle is correct. Straight up and down isn't. Okay, so whatever it is, I'll figure that out when I get to it. And then that's it. It's really a simple system. But yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and get started with this install. Hopefully it looks good. That's all I want. I just want it to be flush and look good and of course be secure. So this particular tonneau cover, at every foot, it has a hard lock to where it can stay at every foot. It doesn't lock, but it can stay. So while you're driving, let's say you wanted to cover half the bed, you can do that, or you got a trash can in the back or something. Because sometimes I might drive with something that's a little taller, like let's say the pressure washer, and I want to bring the gate closed as much as possible, the tonneau cover closed as much as possible. but then just stick out for whatever item that I have that goes above the bed. But all my pack out stuff is why I got this, so I can keep my pack out stuff in my bed and not have to worry about anybody getting into it and snatching my cool pack out stuff with my tools in it. So okay, with the first rail, this does have a lot of parts on it, which is kind of crazy, but that's cool. So the first set of bolts is going to be these ones. I had to put something down because of the snow, and I'm going to have to lay down a little bit to get up in here. So lock washer, 1-inch bolt. I guess I should get something to put these in. So this is the rail right here that the cover is going to slide into, and that next step is to place the clamps so the rail doesn't move. And it's underneath here, real innovative system it looks like. And it comes with a lubricant so I can lube this rail. If it gets crusty in the future, probably lithium grease will probably be able to lubricate this rail to keep it sliding smoothly. So to clamp the rails to the bed, you have this general shape, and then this piece slides in here like so, and then this piece attaches to the inside underneath the bed. So you have this piece, and this goes on the rail itself and can slide on the rail so you can adjust your points. Then you would take this piece, slide it on the back part of that round circle, and it pins on the back of the bed underneath in this cut up under here. Then you take one of these, go through here, and that's how you basically tighten it down. So it's hand tight, which is pretty cool. You don't really need no more tools past that one bolt right there. That's the only bolt you really need a tool with. The rest of these have these knobs on them, so you can actually tighten them by hand. So this is basically what it will look like underneath the rail, and then you will slide this piece in like so, and then there's a round nut that goes on the back of this, and then this is the screw that the hand tighten piece goes into on the back, and it sits in this little groove like so, and you basically tighten the whole thing up. So that's what I'm about to do right now. So that's basically the shape right there. As you can see, holds really securely. Once you get it, it doesn't move much. I think there's 2 on each side. You hand tighten them. It doesn't move much, so I think this is going to be pretty secure. You can't unloosen it to get into the bed past this point anyway, so I think it's going to be pretty secure. Next 2 pieces for this side. So on this particular one, I had to beat it a little bit because I guess this one was a little tight, or maybe the powder coating or whatever, because it's supposed to slide a lot easier than what it is. So I had to get it past one of my clips for the trim up top. But other than that, it's tight, nice and tight. It's not going anywhere, and it really keeps the top of the tonneau cover really secure. It's not going anywhere, so pretty awesome. One of the last steps on this basic install is to put the kickstand in. So basically you angle this thing up and I guess it levels the rail. That's what it says it's for. So everything is nice and tight, and let's go ahead and see about I haven't put the cover on yet. I still got to put the cover on. Let's see about a first actuation. You hear those clicks? Every click is a stopping point. So that's completely closed. And that's the way it looks on top. And that's it completely open. Not that much space is taken up there. That's what I like about this one. It's not that bad. So literally to adjust that, I just had to loosen the two straps and give it a push back. And it was able to, let me show you. See, now it's seated across the whole thing. I'm not too concerned with the waterproofness of it because like I said, I got this nice liner that is weather resistant. No water's going to get past this plastic. So I'm not even going to worry about putting the downspouts in there because I really don't need them. What I needed is security. So when I close this bad boy, that's what I was looking for, security. Let's go ahead and close the whole truck up. See what it looks like. Got a little gap right there, but like I said, I'm not too concerned with that. That's what I wanted right there. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. Look at that. And you can't get through this. It's aluminum. Oh, that looks so good. Yep, that looks fantastic. As you can see, it's aluminum slats underneath. So, I mean, if you really wanted to get into it, you can get into it. But just for general purpose, quick run and grab, you can't do that with this system because it's metal. So yeah, I really like the way that looks. And another added feature is now my tailgate is not a big air dam when I'm driving down the highway. With these diesel prices, I needed something fast so the air goes off the back of this truck, because that's most likely been, drinking my diesel like crazy. So now when the air comes off the back of the truck, it can flow off this and, hopefully give me 1 mpg better. Oh man, this is a game changer for me. That extra security, just having the ability to cover the back of my truck, especially some of the places that we go, especially Home Depot, people will snatch anything at a Lowe's and Home Depot, so they definitely snatch it out the back of your truck if they can. I was parked at Lowe's the other day, and I noticed somebody sitting in the parking lot. They were looking near my truck, and I had all my stuff in the back. And they didn't look like they were shopping. So, I kind of watch everybody when I go to Home Depot and Lowe's, but now I got some added security. So I roll around with, $2,000 to $4,000 worth of equipment. And if somebody would have snatched that, it'll basically, end my game for a long time right now. I've collected these tools over years. So I didn't go get them, last week or the week before that. This is probably 5 or 6 years in the making of me collecting tools. So the security of my tools is very important. And, the tools make the job. I can't do what I do without the tools that I have. So the second half of this security upgrade on my truck was going to be the pop-a-lock. And This should be an easy install too. That only took me so long. It's been about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. That's because I was trying to set up the camera and film and everything, but literally it should take you about 30 minutes. If you just focus on it, it should take you about 30 minutes to do that. You only need one 11mm socket. The rest of it is by hand. It's really easy to install and it feels very secure and it looks great. It really looks good. So let's go ahead and get on this pop lock. This should be just as easy. I know I got to take off a panel on the side because I don't want it to actuate when I unlock the driver door, because you got to unlock the driver door, then you hit it twice and you lock the rest of the door. So I want it to act like the rest of the doors. So let's go ahead and get on that, see what we got to do to get this thing installed. So for the pop-a-lock system, this is basically what you're looking at to install the system. There's an actuator. This is what makes it automatic when you unlock your doors. This is the wire harness that goes to that, and then the wire harness for the longer so it connect to the length of my bed. Mind you, I got an 8-foot bed, so I need wire basically to get up there to the system, the open ends, and then it tells you exactly what wires to connect to so you can splice into them with one of these types of connectors and basically connect to your automatic system and tell you exactly what wires to connect to. First thing you have to do is get a T30, because that's what these are for the tailgate. I've already took 2 out, but roughly take all of these out and this back plate will come off so you can then get to the actuation and make it an automatic actuation with your truck. So basically you start with this piece right here. This is the actual actuator itself that's going to give it power capabilities. You start off by basically stuffing it in this way. That's how you basically get it in there. There's two 10mm bolts that hold on the actuator for you to open your tailgate. You take one of them off in the bag. They actually give you another one because it's going to be just a little bit too big. So they give you a separate bolt to put in there. So that's basically what it looks like. Hopefully I got that thing in there correctly. Otherwise you got to actuate it, and there's a little slot or groove in there that the actuator rides into, and that's what actually unlocks the tailgate. After hooking up the electrical, one of the problems is you can't really run it in between, but that's okay because the wire comes out down here and you can just tie it on at the bottom of it. And when you put the cover back on, it'll be behind the cover, so nothing would actually fray or cut your wire while you're taking things on or off the truck. So underneath your floor panel right here on the passenger side, there's these bundle of wires right here. And you can take these clips off so you can get to them. So the paper actually tells you exactly what 2 wires to get to make the actuator work. So when you unlock not just the driver door should open separately. When you unlock the passenger side doors, which all 3 passenger doors unlock at the same time, the tailgate will actually unlock with those doors, so it'll tell you exactly which wires to get. This system is really straightforward when it comes to telling you which wires to get. Let's see here. Okay, so being that I'm on the passenger side, for the passenger side, locate the gray with brown, tan stripe wire and the purple with gray stripe wire. So I got to take this off. I won't be able to hold the camera and show this, but I'm going to have to take this off so I can locate the wires. So I had to really dig, but I found the wires, and so now I'm going to find a grommet hole underneath the truck that I can run the wires up into and underneath the carpet and connect to this wiring harness. And then after that, I can zip tie them up underneath the truck and test it out. All right, so I finally got this wiring straight. Found the two wires. For some reason the clips weren't connecting, but I finally got them to connect. Found a good spot to run the wire underneath, so I can go ahead and put my molding back. I got to put this piece back first, but I'll do that in a second. So now, just to give you an idea of what it looks like, let me get my keys. I haven't strung up the wire just yet. Right there, just so you can see it. And if you look in the back right there, I'll lock the door. That's lock, that's unlock. So now when I come to the tailgate, it's unlocked right now. But if I lock it, now it can't be opened. I gotta get a new handle because this one's kind of weak. But now it can't be open, so when I close the top, it's secure with the lock. All right, everything's back together. Covers up, and the lock works now. So when I hit the key, you hear it. Now it won't unlock. Ooh, heavy. Now it unlocks. So everything's back together. And now that's secure when I walk away and I'm going to Home Depot or Lowe's or something. And now I can lock my stuff up and hopefully get a little bit better gas mileage because of the top. I kind of wasted a lot of time. I wanted to wash it. As you can see, she's quite dirty now, but I'll wash it tomorrow. But yeah, I love the way that thing looks. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh yeah. So everything is working like it should. Now I got security for my tools and things. These are one of those things, if you got a pickup truck and you have a manual lock, you can actually get Papa locks. Not endorsed, not sponsored or anything. I'm just trying the product out and it seems to work pretty well. So you have the ability to lock your tailgate if you have a tonneau cover. And even if you don't, you still can lock your tailgate. So thanks for tuning in. I'll give a review on this stuff once I use it for a little while, especially the Patriot Tonneau cover. It seems really nice right now, but we'll see down the road. Hopefully it stays nice. But thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.